Hello, everybody. My name is Jennifer Myers, and I just want to welcome you to our Healthy Living Revolution presentation and how we are inspiring healthy living around the world, which I think we can all agree is very needed at this time. So I'm so proud that I'm part of this Healthy Living Revolution, and it really is a movement, and it's a community of people, and we are all about helping people take healthy back. And I think we can all agree that this is needed so much right now. And it's more than looking good in yoga pants. We're really talking about how to help people lead just vibrant, energy-filled lives. And we do that in many ways. But first of all, our website is healthylivingrevolution.com. And you will find just loads of great free resources there, including our series of Healthy Living Revolution live webinars. These all feature medical professionals talking about so many very specific topics that you can go in and learn and listen for free. We also have amazing cookbooks. Here you can see lots of different cookbooks, and we keep making more and more of them. They're wonderful, healthy, easy recipes as well. Plus so much more. We've got some resources for kids and exercise, all kinds of things that you can tap into. And why is this so important right now? Well, one of the reasons is because of the environmental toxins that we are all facing. And unless you live in a bubble, you are probably being faced with an increase of these pollutants coming into your world, whether it's the chemicals that are in your lawn, the chemicals that are in your dry cleaning and products that you're putting on your face and your hair, the things in our food supply, plastics, the water supply. I mean, it's a little concerning, isn't it? So we have to keep ourselves strong so that we can combat all of the things that are going on in our environment. And at the same time, our food quality is decreasing. So more than 50% of what Americans eat is processed. And you just take a look down the aisles of the supermarket and start picking up food and reading the ingredients on there. You're gonna see all kinds of things like this, different preservatives, flavor enhancers, synthetic things, growth hormones, GMO, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's really frightening. And I have a rule of thumb that, if you can't pronounce it, don't eat it, okay? Which usually keeps you shopping the perimeter of the grocery store, which is where the real food is. So I try to stay out of the aisles as much as possible. And even on the perimeter, we have issues because, for instance, broccoli could lose 50 to 80% of key nutrients before you actually purchase it. So let's focus real quickly on fruits and vegetables because there is so much information. There's great science and studies that prove that fruits and vegetables protect you. And I know Dr. Bill Sears and many others have said that up to 75% of diseases are preventable with good nutrition, and specifically fruits and vegetables. I love this quote from Time Magazine. The news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for you. It's that they are so good for you, they could save your life. So they are important, and that's why we need an abundance. The experts are saying we need 7 to 13 servings of fresh, raw fruits and vegetables every single day. And if you're an athlete, or maybe you're somebody who's dealing with a chronic health issue, you need even more. So first of all, what's a serving? If you're eating something leafy like salads, it's about a fist size, okay? A cup of something leafy. If it's dense like broccoli, about a half a cup constitutes a serving. So think about yourself. How many are you actually getting into your diet, your family's diets in a day? Probably not 7 to 13. And why so many? Well, first of all, we have challenges because our produce in the supermarket is picked green usually because it has to transport. And many of our fruits and vegetables are transporting thousands of miles. Your oranges are probably coming from Florida. Your blueberries are probably coming from Maine. So your food loses its impact, its nutrition every day that goes by. And then it probably sits in your refrigerator before you actually get it into your body. So 90% of Americans are not eating enough fruits and vegetables and definitely not getting the recommended variety. There is power in the different colors of your fruits and vegetables. And that's why we want to eat the rainbow every single day. Not every once in a while, every day. So we've got a couple of solutions at the Healthy Living Revolution. First of all, we have these amazing tower gardens. I love mine so much. This truly is the future of growing. It's an aeroponic system, and we've got a couple to choose from. The one on the right, the Tower Garden Flex, is wonderful for an outdoor patio, an outdoor space. And I live in Denver. I have this on my patio every summer. It's covered with tomatoes and peppers and all kinds of Swiss chard and all kinds of great things out there. And then on the left, you see the Tower Garden Home. And this is a newer product, and I love mine. I have this in my basement with the grow lights, and mine is covered with greens and herbs and kale and arugula and all different lettuces. It is fantastic. This growing system uses 98% less water, 90% less space. The yield is 30% higher, which is amazing. It grows 3 times faster, and it is organic, safe, and nutritious, and there's no soil, which I love, and therefore no weeds. So this is a wonderful solution, and people are loving this, especially as we're being challenged, you know, seeing some of our grocery store shelves empty. It's pretty amazing to know you've got this produce growing in your home, organic, fresh, right from your tower to your table every single day, and you're in control and the only one that's touching it. Our other solution is our Juice Plus. And Juice Plus is just amazing because you're literally adding the nutrition from over 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries to your diet every single day. And what we do with our Juice Plus is we are picking everything at the peak of ripeness so that the nutrition is intact. You guys, most of the nutrition comes into your food in the ripening process. So I'm sure that you have eaten a tomato that was store-bought and a little white inside as compared to a homegrown tomato. It's just such a huge difference, right? Well, the great flavor you're getting in that homegrown tomato that was picked ripe on the vine, that's nutrition that you're tasting. It's so much more nutrient dense. So this is really important and very hard to get if you're not growing your own food. Also, what we do then is once the produce is picked, we immediately basically pulverize that. It's a grinding process. And then that is then dried at very low temperatures, which preserves the nutrition. The water is removed, and what you have left is a concentrated powder of those fruits, vegetables, and berries. So it's not an extract of, it's not a piece of, it actually is the food that we then put into capsules or delicious chewies. So it's a very simple and convenient way to get all of that vine ripened produce in your bodies. And we also have an amazing omega blend, which we'll talk about in just a second. So this is a look at the fruits, vegetables, and berries in Juice Plus, and you can see again that rainbow of color and the variety. I mean, how many people are actually eating, you know, black currants and raw cranberries and elderberries and, you know, kale and raw parsley, beets on a continual basis. So it is amazing. And you guys, when my story is, I grew up super healthy. We had a garden in the backyard. My mom would drive, you know, 20 miles and get fresh food and farm-raised meats, and very health-conscious home. So I was super healthy all my life. And I was a college swimmer. But when I went to college, I, you know, didn't bring my mom with me. So I started eating like everybody else, and I lost my health. And literally that ended my college career. I didn't even make it through my first year. I started having all kinds of problems and shoulder pain and all kinds of things. I was sick all the time. And it never occurred to me that my diet had changed so dramatically. So it was in my late 20s that I really got into nutrition. I started juicing. I became a vegetarian. I was eating Stellar. I was doing master swimming. I was in great shape. I felt great, better than ever. And so when somebody introduced Juice Plus to me, I thought, okay, well, this could take the place of my juicing, which would be cheaper, it would be easier, but I was living on fruits and vegetables, so I didn't expect to notice a change, but I actually did. I started noticing that I was waking up easier and earlier, which was a big deal for me. I've never been a great sleeper, and so that was a really big deal for me. I also started noticing that my shoulder pain started getting better. And I was master swimming. So that was a big deal to me. And I noticed that I stopped bruising. I used to bruise really bad and I never actually knew why. And somehow something in Juice Plus corrected this. I don't even know exactly what's in it that corrected this. And that's the beautiful thing about fruits and vegetables, you guys. There's thousands of nutrients in there. Something my body needed. So that went away. And I started noticing my immune system getting even stronger, where I didn't get some of the upper respiratory crud that is very common with swimmers and athletes. So I couldn't have been more surprised and thrilled, but I think it was because of this variety. Even though I had a stellar, awesome diet, I didn't have all of this in my diet every day. So what a difference that can make. And here's why. Because experts are telling us there are thousands of nutrients. They're called phyto. Phyto means plant. Thousands of nutrients in every fruit and every vegetable and berry. Here's a list of about 400 that have been discovered and named in a fresh raw apple. So, you know, when you look at that compared to a multivitamin, let's say, with a label of maybe 13 things or 20 things, you know, first of all, who picked what's going in there? The difference is that when you look at Mother Nature, nature provides thousands of nutrients in small amounts that are all working in synergy. It's all working in balance in the right ratios. Your body knows what to do with all of that because it's food, unlike a vitamin. And I'm not bashing vitamins, they have their place, but really you should be getting all of this nutrition from your food. And there's a lot of research out there that's showing that many vitamins, multivitamins, can do more harm than good, because your body doesn't really necessarily know what to do with hundreds of milligrams of, you know, vitamin E and different things. So give me the apple, the whole fresh apple, the orange, that makes more sense. And Juice Plus is very unique. It is food. It's not a multivitamin. And we actually have a food label. It says nutrition supplement or facts, not supplement facts on the back. There's no additives. Everything's non-GMO, vegan, kosher. It's dairy and gluten-free. Just incredibly, what's the word? Just the value of it and the quality of it is beyond anything that's out there. It's also NSF certified, which is a third-party certification. Less than 1% of the products out there have this. It's a really big deal. It basically certifies that what's on the label is exactly what's in it, nothing more, nothing less. It also, NSF tests at multiple places throughout the process. They're testing for contaminants, mold, spores, bacteria, yeast, pesticides, insecticides, chemicals, anything like that. No banned substances. So people that are even Olympic level that get tested for banned substances, with our NSF Sports certified capsules, they can be assured that that exact batch was tested for everything on that banned list. It's the most researched nutritional product in the world. We actually are up to 41 peer-reviewed studies now. These are gold standard studies. I'm not going to go through the whole process of that. And they are, but it's the best, okay? And these are published at the finest journals, and the research is done in the finest universities from around the world. And if you take a look at this, I love this quote by Dr. Du Bois: "There is nothing else available any place in the world with or without a prescription that has been clinically proven to do what Juice Plus has been proven to do." It supports cardiovascular wellness, immune system, oxidative stress. I mean, I can go on and on. Skin, healthy gums. It's amazing. We also, as I mentioned, have a plant-based omega. And if you know anything about omegas, you've probably heard that they are very good for your heart, for your brain, for your joints, your skin, your eyes, and so much more. But most omegas out there come from fish, right? Which is not sustainable. And also, I've never taken fish-based omegas because I was always worried about the mercury in the oceans. I don't really trust that those fish-based omegas don't have some level of contamination. And we have, lo and behold, a completely 100% plant-based omega, which is pure and sustainable. It's the full spectrum of omegas. So there's an omega-3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 in our omegas, not just omega-3. And all of them are doing fantastic things for your body. They're cold pressed, everything is vegan. So we literally, turns out, first of all, fish don't make omegas, they eat it. They get their omegas from the algae. So that's one of our sources, is the algae. We skipped the fish and went straight to the source. Plus added seed buckthorn berry oil, pomegranate seed oil, raspberry seed oil, safflower seed oil, tomato seed oil. They are fantastic, and people are getting fantastic results from these. I'll tell you what, my hair was already healthy, but it is growing like a weed now. I have so much more hair now since adding these omegas. We also have incredible shakes. These are delicious. There's 2 flavors. There's a vanilla and chocolate, and they are amazing. I do these every morning for breakfast, do them as a late afternoon snack, or, you know, if I don't feel like eating dinner. It's the healthiest meal you will put in your body all day. It's vegan. It's made, again, everything with non-GMO ingredients, gluten and dairy free. There's 13 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber, low glycemic, so it keeps your blood sugar at an even level, which is very important and helps you not raid the pantry, you know, as your blood sugar is swinging. And it's made with incredible ingredients, all these incredible sprouts, chickpea powder, millet, quinoa, amaranth, pea protein, rice protein, water wash soy, mushrooms, which contributes to vitamin D. And this is, I think, one of the most incredible things also for your gut health, the microbiome. There's an ingredient called fructooligosaccharides in here, which feeds, it's a prebiotic that feeds your probiotics and helps create an amazing, healthy gut, which we are learning so much about and is so important. So when you add these shakes, now you're at 45, just absolute power plant foods into your body every single day. And then when you add the omegas, you're at like 50. So incredible products for us. We have a Healthy Starts for Families program. This is such a generous program from our company, where children, if a parent gets in on our fruit and vegetable capsules, then children between the ages of 4 to 18 and including full-time college students will receive their Juice Plus free for up to 4 years, okay? Free for up to 4 years. So it's a great program. We have tracked about over 1 million kids through this family health study from around the world, and we have found, you know, 60% missing fewer days of school, 56% taking fewer or over-the-counter meds. How important is that, you guys? I mean, we've seen stats that the children are the fastest growing segment in our society for prescription drugs. So instead of an increase, we have a 50%, over 50% decrease in this area. It's huge. 71% drinking more water. I mean, 66% visiting the doctor less. It's so exciting. And it makes sense, you guys, because we're getting all of this nutrition into these kids. And we also have a jump start for a healthy lifestyle called the Shred 10. Many people are looking for that jump start. You know, if you're somebody that just wants the one simple change of adding Juice Plus and plugging into our community and letting us support you into making just healthy changes along the way, that is amazing. And if you're somebody that wants to dive in and really go for some big changes, this is the program for you. And I love it. I've done it many, many times. This is based on 10 healthy guidelines along with your Juice Plus. We have just a group community online that is wonderful. We've got great resources, cookbooks, and this is really about shredding the food, the toxins, and the habits that are not serving you. And typically people who do this have just phenomenal results, even on top of what they get from their Juice Plus. You know, craving more fruits and vegetables, maintaining a healthier weight, better recovery from workouts, improved sleep, energy. People start to notice differences very quickly in their hair, their nails, their skin, improved regularity, and increased mental clarity. So get with the person who invited you, and they can let you know more about this program. And real quickly, I think we have Nikki Berry on, and I asked Nikki if she would quickly share her Juice Plus story and what this has done for her and her family. Nikki, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks, Jennifer. So I came across Juice Plus almost 10 years ago, and I was introduced through their research. My oldest was 18 months at the time, and she was no longer eating, kale and spinach and all of the amazing fruits and vegetables that I had put in her baby food. So I knew that I needed to supplement with something. And when I started researching multivitamins, I found no research on children. And like Jennifer had mentioned, I found negative research done on adults. And so I turned to looking at Juice Plus and whole food supplements and I knew that I wanted something with research because I did not want to be giving my daughter something every single day if it wasn't proven to do good things for her body and not do harm. So I got her on, and about 2 months into her taking the product, she went to the refrigerator and grabbed a bag of raw spinach and just started shoving her mouth with it. And I thought, oh my goodness, what is going on here? I think I need to get myself and my husband on this. So we started, and I saw a reduction in sinus infections. I used to get 3 to 4 a year, and I have had none since I started. And my husband's cholesterol came down within normal range as well. So my friends started asking me what was going on. And still to this day, I have people ask me, how do you have an 11-year-old and now a 3-year-old who's never been on antibiotics? And I 100% believe that it's because of Juice Plus and the simple, how Juice Plus has made it simple for us as a family to make better health food choices. Just over 7 years ago, we went plant-based because we were flooding our bodies with fruits and vegetables, and we just started craving more. It made it so much easier for us to go plant-based. So we are so thankful that we were introduced to Juice Plus, and we will take it forever. Thank you, Jennifer, for letting me share.
Thank you for sharing, Nikki. It's so great to hear, and it's why we do what we do. And I have a couple of kids also. They're 21 and 24 and almost 22 now. And I have felt so blessed. I'm so grateful that we've been on these products. It's given me so much peace of mind as a mom to know that we literally all have been flooding our bodies with this nutrition every single day. And I was telling my daughter the other day that we literally got kicked out of their pediatric office because we were never there. Once we were past the well baby checks, I just was not bringing them in because we weren't getting sick. And they called one day and said, you've got to come in. I'm like, they're growing great and they're not sick. So why do I need to bring them in? So I'm like, I guess I'll just be down to pick up their files. And we still have never had a family doctor. And it doesn't mean that you will never get sick, but when you have a strong, healthy immune system, that is your body's best healer. And we have research, as a matter of fact, 5 specific studies. Remember, there are 41 overall, but 5 studies specifically on the immune system. And I think we're all very hyper aware of that right now. And, you know, so it's like, instead of somebody getting something and it taking a week or so to get over, it's like, oh, I kind of felt cruddy for a day and then it was done. That's typical of, you know, of our Juice Plus peeps, if they get anything at all. So anyway, I just want to thank you all for joining us, and please get with the person who invited you if you've got any questions or want any further information. And I hope that you will make the best decision of your life and get these products in your body as well. You will be very happy that you did. So thanks everybody, stay well.